Imagine this. You saved up for months, maybe years, for that perfect Royal Caribbean cruise. You studied the deck plans, compared itineraries, and watched almost every single video you can, only to step on board to realize maybe you picked the wrong ship. I know the feeling because I've been there. Over the past few years, I've sailed on 22 different Royal Caribbean cruises, and after all of those voyages, from the smallest Vision class ships to the massive Oasis-class ships that look like cities, I've learned exactly what makes a Royal Caribbean cruise go from, just fine to absolutely unforgettable. So today I'm ranking my top 10 Royal Caribbean ships, and by the end, you'll see which three beat the rest, no matter when or where you sail. All right, let's get this thing popping like Soul Train on a Saturday night. Let's jump into it. Yo, what's up? My name's Griff, founder of Ahoy365.com. If you're new here, what's up? But if you've been here, welcome back to the show. Let's get into it. Let's start with number 10. A ship that's not the newest, not the biggest, but still delivers something that I would say no other ship in the fleet can really match. That's number 10, Allure of the Seas. It's one of Royal Caribbean's Oasis-class giants. This thing is huge, and at one point in time, the largest cruise ship in the world at like 225,000 plus gross tons. Allure of the City is a Allure of the City. Allure of the Seas is like a floating city, is what I meant to say. And when Allure launched, she was one of the most largest and ambitious cruise ships ever built. You've got 7 neighborhoods from the Greenery, Central Park, to family-friendly boardwalk, along with headline features like the zip line, the flow rider, which always throws people for a loop, surf simulator. It had the ice show, the aqua show. It had tons of really, really cool things. But what makes Allure stand out is how she can combine that Oasis-class scale with a warm, welcoming atmosphere, if you know what I mean. Even with thousands of guests on board, the ship's layout, in my opinion, it makes it surprisingly easy to move between just entertainment zones and just peaceful escapes, which I absolutely love. The dining is diverse. Entertainment is pretty top tier from what I experienced, and she's a solid choice whether you're looking for a port-focused itinerary or you're just kind of planning on spending your time exploring the ship itself, Allure of the Seas proves that well-designed ships don't need to be brand new to deliver that world-class Royal Caribbean experience if you've experienced before. And speaking of ships that know how to strike the right balance, the number 9 offers that just sweet spot. So let's get into that. I'm talking about size, features, and a little bit of versatility that I know you're going to love. So let's talk about number 9, Adventure of the Seas. So a little bit older, it's a ship that strikes one of the best balances in the entire Royal Caribbean fleet. Just under 140,000 gross tons, I think if I remember correctly. Adventure sits right in the sweet spot, big enough to pack, plenty of activities, but small enough that you can still find your way around in that day or two. So you won't get too overwhelmed with this one. It's got a rock wall, it's got a skating rink, multiple dining venues, but you won't feel like you're just trekking half a mile from breakfast to the pool. Adventure is one of those ships that pop up some of Royal Caribbean's most interesting Adventure is also one of those ships that pops up one of those most interesting itineraries available. Canada, New England, the Caribbean, obviously. I mean, she's versatile, and with enough on board to keep you busy during the sea days, she really shines when she's paired with like port-intensive routes. For many people, Adventure of the Seas is that just right cruise, if you know what I mean. Big ship energy without the mega ship chaos. Let's just call it that. And speaking of chaos, number 8 on this list takes more to do to an entirely different level. Like this thing's fun. All right, but listen, it's number 8 for a reason. Number 8 is Ovation of the Seas, one of Royal Caribbean's Quantum class ships. I've done reviews on this specific ship at least 2 or 3 times on the channel. You go check them out. But I would recommend this trip for Alaska. Ovation is a ship that feels modern from the moment you step on board. The North Star observation capsule lifts you more than 300 feet above the sea level for panoramic views. The 270 venue transforms from a floor-to-ceiling glass lounge by day and into an immersive multimedia theater by night. And you'll find yourself with unique touches like that ripcord skydiving simulator and even the Seaplex, which can shift from bumper cars to roller skating, the basketball. It's pretty sweet. But Ovation's real secret weapon is where she sails. She's known for breathtaking Alaska itineraries and South Pacific routes, and her design takes full advantage of those destinations. Expansive indoor spaces mean you can soak in the glacier views without braving the cold, and the ship's glass-lined solarium might be the best spot in the fleet for scenic cruising days. It's really nice. Ovation of the Seas is proof that a ship can be an attraction in itself while still serving as a pretty good platform for exploring some of the most incredible corners of the world, like Alaska, etc. And while Ovation is all about sleek, modern adventures, number 7 on this list wins hearts with something completely different. It's what I would describe as pure, it's classic, it's got a nice cruise charm. So number 7 is actually a tie between Navigator of the Seas and its sister ship, Mariner of the Seas. The two sisters from the Voyager class prove you don't have to be the newest in the fleet to deliver a fantastic cruise. And with both of them going through amplifications, with Navigator being on the West Coast and Mariner of the Seas being in the Caribbean, both ships have been upgraded in recent years. And those amplifications breathe a new life. Breathed? Breath? Let me know in the comment section below. I am not perfect. It brought in some new life into those ships. Navigator has a fresh resort-style pool deck, the Blaster Aqua Coaster, and that I think is a Riptide Matte Racer slide. That's pretty cool. Making it a hit, or, it makes it a really hit for the thrill seekers. And Mariner of the Seas brings very similar upgrades with energy playmakers, the bamboo room, and vibrant public spaces that make sea days just really fly by. You're going to love it. What makes them special, in my opinion, as a pair is like their versatility. They're large enough to offer a wide range of activities, ice skating, rock climbing, specialty dining, but still compact enough to navigate quickly. You could be at the pool in the morning, zip over to the Royal Theater in the evening, you get quiet drinks in the lounge, do all of that within minutes. Navigator shines on short, fun, focused itineraries out of Los Angeles, while Mariner often runs Caribbean, the Bahama routes that feel like that perfect mix of like ports and onboard playtime. Plus, they go to Coco Key. Well, Mariner goes to Coco Key because Navigator, again, is in the West Coast. But my point is, whether you choose one or the other often comes down to which home port itinerary fits your plans and where you're located at the moment. But either way, you're getting that sweet spot of size, features, and upgraded style. Number 6 is Freedom of the Seas, baby. It is a classic. It is a fan favorite for a lot of people. Part of the Freedom class, she offers a ton of headline Royal Caribbean features. The flow rider is there, an ice skating rink is there, multiple specialty restaurants. It's got that vibrant promenade that always stands out with people. It's buzzing with parades and balloons and live music and pop-up events. But where Freedom, in my opinion, really stands out is how she balances it all. She's big enough to feel exciting and full of options, yet again, small enough to navigate through pretty quickly. You won't spend half your cruise just walking from one end of the ship to the other. And the ship's amplification added that perfect storm water slides, a refreshed pool deck, updated dining, and new lounges, making her feel modern without losing that classic charm that everybody loves. Freedom of the Seas is also a home port favorite for short Caribbean getaways, especially sailings that include Coco Cay, so the perfect day at Coco Cay. It combines that private island paradise with the ship's upgraded features. It's really nice. And you've got one of the most efficient cruise experiences ever. Like, seriously, it was ranked as a crowd favorite for a very, very long time. But let's jump into the top 5 and let me know in the comment section below, what are your top 10? Number 5 for us is Harmony of the Seas. Oasis-class is back in the building. It's a powerhouse that blends sheer size with surprising sense of style and flow with Harmony. When she debuted, Harmony, again, was the largest and biggest cruise ship in the world, and she still feels like a floating resort city every time I step on board. You'll find, again, 7 distinct neighborhoods, including the Central Park, with its real trees and plants, the family-friendly boardwalk, and the adrenaline sports zone, stuff like that. But it's the new shows and entertainment that's on board as well. She's also got the ultimate abyss dry slide, the perfect storm, water slides, the aqua theater, your jaw-dropping diving shows that you're familiar with back in the ship. And it's got so many dining options on board. I really enjoy this one. But again, what sets Harmony apart from the other ships and why I'm putting it in my top 5 is the energy and the relaxation that's on board. The layout keeps the action areas like the sports deck and the pools buzzing, while the quieter spots like the Solarium or Central Park, it really lets you slow down. And jazz at night is just absolutely incredible. It's a ship where, again, you can go full throttle throughout the day and then just completely unwind at night without ever feel like you're just missing out, if you know what I'm saying. Harmony of the Seas is for cruisers who want the everything ship, endless choices, incredible entertainment, and a sense of scale that still manages to feel inviting. Now let's jump into number 4. It's Utopia of the Seas, baby. The newest Oasis-class ship in Royal Caribbean's fleet. It's bold, It's a party. It's still the mega ship concept. Stay within the Oasis class, right? Utopia takes everything people love about the Oasis class series and turns it up a notch. It is the biggest weekend that in Royal Caribbean's fleet. From the moment you step on board, it's clear that this ship was designed to make every day feel like the best day of your cruise. You've got the classic Central Park, the boardwalk, the Ultimate Abyss, the Flow Rider of Aqua Theater, basically everything I said with allure and harmony, but amplified even more, and the kind of polish on board you can only expect from a brand new ship. And however, what people are saying, one of the biggest draws is how Utopia focuses on the short, high energy itineraries instead of the week-long sailings. So she specializes in quick escapes packed with the big experiences, making it easier for people to try a mega ship without committing to that full vacation week. So sometimes you see like the bachelor crowd, the bachelorette crowd, the party crowd. You combine that with stops like a Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and it's basically the greatest hits of Royal Caribbean in just a few short days. So if you want to have fun, this is the ship for you. Utopia of the Seas it's perfect for cruisers who just want the latest and greatest cutting edge design, top tier entertainment, and let's say schedule that lets. And while Utopia is the new kid on the block making big waves, the number 3 ship on this list is a proven legend, and it's still setting the standard for what a Royal Caribbean cruise can be. And honestly, it's what people want from Utopia of the Seas, but they can't get it yet. And recently, this one just changed to 3 and 4 night sailings. However, number 3 is One of the Seas, a ship that, again, took everything Royal Caribbean had learned from the Oasis class and it turned into the most well-rounded mega ship experience. And it was like 7 days. Recently, again, they've shut it down. Recently, again, they've cut it down to like 4 nights and they put it in, I think, Port Canaveral. Someone correct me in the comment section below if that's wrong. It's either in Port Canaveral or Miami. Anyways, maybe Fort Lauderdale. My point is, when she launched, Wonder became the largest cruise ship in the world again, and she uses that size brilliantly. It's got a private elevated area for suite guests with its own sun deck, plunge pool, dining. Wonder's entertainment lineup is as big as the ship itself. You've got Aqua Theater, you've got diving shows, you got full-scale Broadway productions, you got live music at every corner, more dining choices. It really is an incredible ship. And while Wonder of the Seas may be the pinnacle Oasis-class ship, number 2 brings in something entirely new to the table, a curveball. A ship built to redefine what cruises can be. It snuck in my list, but number 2 is Odyssey of the Seas. This is a quantum ultra-class ship that blends adventure, style, a smart design into one of the most versatile cruise experiences, I would say, and smart design into one of the most versatile cruise experiences Royal Caribbean has ever built. Odyssey takes the best features of the quantum class, like the North Star observation capsule, ripcord skydiving simulator, and the multi-purpose Seaplex. Again, it's incredible. You'll find vibrant pool decks, colorful cabanas, top-tier specialty dining options, and entertainment that just feels cutting edge. From high-tech productions in 270 to live music venues just buzzing the night away. One of Odyssey's biggest strengths is her itineraries. She's equally at home in the Caribbean, the Mediterranean, and beyond. And the ship's design means you can enjoy every moment, whether you're basking in tropical heat or sailing through cooler climates. It has those expansive indoor spaces like the solarium and climate-controlled pools, makes her just a true year-round cruiser's dream. Odyssey of the Seas, in my opinion, is perfect for travelers who want a mix of high-energy thrills, world-class dining, and just modern style, all wrapped into the ship that's big enough to impress, but still easy to navigate. And that brings me to number 1. Listen, again, let me know your top 10 in the comment section below. And if you stay all the way to the end of this video, I'm going to show you something at the end that you're going to want to check it out. It's the biggest cruise ship in the world that Royal Caribbean has versus their smallest. You're not going to want to miss it. But number 1 is a tie between Star of the Seas and Icon of the Seas. Hear me out. These two groundbreaking ships that are not just the future of Royal Caribbean, but the future of cruising itself. Icon of the Seas, it did debut as the largest cruise ship in the world and the first of the brand new Icon class. She's a floating city. She's huge with neighborhoods designed around how people actually spend their days, from adrenaline-filled Thrill Island with the largest water park in sea. You got to go check it out, to Chill Island, serene pools, to The Hideaway Infinity Pool, suspended high above the ocean, it's a ship built to offer more variety, more entertainment, and more ways to personalize your cruise more than ever before. And Star of the Seas takes everything that made Icon a game changer and refines it even further. Think of her as Icon's equally impressive sister with small but impactful enhancements, fresh design touches, new itineraries that bring the Icon class experience to more cruisers around the world. Both ships push the boundaries with innovations like the Aquadome entertainment venue, the Surfside neighborhood designed for families, and an unprecedented mix of dining, bars, activities, and more. What makes them number one is simple. They represent the pinnacle of what Royal Caribbean can do. And whether you're a sailing Icon or Star, you're getting an unmatched combination of thrills, relaxation, dining, and spectacle. The kind where there's genuinely something for everyone. And no 2 days actually have to feel the same. And after 22 Royal Caribbean cruises, these two still set the bar for every other ship in the fleet. And for me, they're the ultimate Royal Caribbean experience. But don't take my word for it. Check out this video right here. And as always, if you dig the vibes, please subscribe. And if you care, please share. We'll see you in paradise. Peace.